Try talking now.
All right, can everyone hear me now? Please write on chat so we can move on. So, sorry for we having technical difficulties, but we will solve it soon. Please write on chat that everyone clearly hears me. Okay, now now it's okay. I think. All right, great. All right, we are continuing now. So where we left. So we were talking about the price effects on oil. So as I mentioned before, crude oil prices are determined by global supply and demand, as the basic economics introduction to economics 101 stands for. And economic growth is one of the biggest factors affecting petroleum products. Growing economies increase demand for energy in general, and especially for transporting goods and materials from producers to consumers. Uh, you have experienced also recently, we had terrible news about Russian invasion to Ukraine, and there are a lot of political issues going on with the Middle East and the Gulf region. So major news events can happen overnight, causing oil prices to swing unpredictably and widely. You can't predict that, obviously, because it's going out of your control. The same thing can happen throughout the day since crude futures trade around the clock. I will talk about features and other financial terms. Don't worry about it. What we will just I'm just covering the general idea beyond price effects on oil, whether it's an economic report or tension in the Middle East. A tight supply situation can exacerbate price movements. Supply and demand dictate how prices move, but the market moves on emotion as well, especially with retail investors who day trade. If tensions escalate in the Middle East, there's no telling what the extent of possible supply disruption could be. And traders often react swiftly on the news, adjusting their strategies following price fluctuations. So, as I mentioned before, one recent event that caused the price of oil to skyrocket was Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Nobody was expecting that. And there were some rumors, but as Russia refused any preparation for attack. But after that, we saw what happened in February 2022. Crude oil began trading above 100 per barrel, and it's the highest price since 2014. So, basic question is how to trade oil, right? We explain oil markets. We explain what determines the price of oil, causes and effects of oil price changes. But now we will focus on how to trade oil. So in FX Centrum platform, you will be able to trade oil in different conditions. And firstly, before trading, it's always beneficial to educate yourself by trading, and also financial. If you increase your financial literacy, you'll also earn more money, and you make good trades, and earn from your mistakes, and grow eventually. So, in four parts, I divided this how to trade oil section into four parts. So, we have four options actually in oil. You can trade firstly in spot price. I will go detail on each of the things, so don't worry about it. Firstly, I'm covering the topics now. I will explain as a summary of them, and we will talk about in other upcoming webinars about them. So trading on spot price, oil spot price, and trading on oil futures, and trading on oil options, and trading on oil CFDs. So maybe you know these terms, maybe it's the first time that hearing, don't worry about it. We will cover everything in detail. So what is the oil spot price? Oil spot prices represent the cost of buying or selling oil immediately or on the spot. As the term says, it's the spot price instead of at a set date in the future. So now I'm explaining some of the terms, and also you will get familiar with the concepts. So you don't only trade oil as the market value, you will also trade for the futures, for the options, according to your expectations in the future price. And but now we are as a start, we are talking about spot price, which is the actual price, current price of the oil. So we will trade according to that. We will decide buying or selling according to the current price, spot price, day price. So while future price reflect how much the markets believe oil will be worth when the future expires, spot prices show how much is worth right now. Now we will talk about what are oil futures. Um, as you understand from the oil spot price, we were trading according to current price, but in oil futures, as the word suggests, it's the future oil futures are contracts in which you agree to exchange an amount of oil at a set price on a set date. So we introduce a new concept that you can also trade oil according to certain dates and according to certain price that you are expecting. So they're trading on exchanges and reflect the demand for different types of oil. So oil futures are a common method of buying and selling oil, and they enable you to trade rising and falling prices. So futures are used by companies to lock in an advantageous price for oil and hedge against adverse price movements. So if you never heard of it, the term hedge, you can think as a and like a defense mechanism for the companies, that if they believe they believe that the price will go up, and they trade accordingly, but in like a bad case scenario, they have to, as they invest more, as they trade more, they have a lot of the risks if they lose money, so they can cover their losses by hedging, as in the financial trading system, is hedging against adverse price movements. So, however, they are popular among speculative traders too, as there is no need to take delivery of barrels of oil. So, the good part is, maybe you were thinking that you need to store a barrel of oil in your house or in your office to trade in your kitchen. You don't have to do that. So you can trade online. That's the good side of the FX Centrum. You don't have to leave your house, just with your internet connection and with your computer. You will trade oils in different markets. So you will get an opportunity to earn a lot of money with the oil trading. So let's move on to third option, which is oil options. Oil option is similar to futures. There are very similarities, but little difference. I will talk about it. It's similar to futures contract, but there is no obligation to trade. So in the first part, we were trading for the current price in the spot market. In the second part, we traded according to certain date and certain price in futures. But in the options, very similar to futures, but there is no obligation to trade if you don't want to. So if the conditions are not in your favor, you don't have to trade. They give you the right to buy or sell an amount of oil at a set price on set expiry date, but you wouldn't be obliged to exercise your option. So there are two types of options. Okay, I'm introducing new terms. Be ready for it. Calls and puts. So if you thought the market price of oil was going to rise, you might buy a call option. If you thought that it was going to fall, you would buy a put option. So you will get used to terms when you begin trading. If you hear the terms, that's good news. But I will talk about details also. But this will cover the introduction to oil trading. But if you have any questions, if you have a more in-depth questions regarding these trading options, let me know. Just write on chat. I would like to answer your questions after the webinar. Let's move on. You can also sell call and put options if you want to take the opposing positions. So it's a vice versa. There's also you can trade in the other side also. Selling options can generate income in quiet markets as you receive their value from the outside of the trade. But of course, in all trading, and we are also sharing content about trading psychology, and we will have upcoming webinars about it. So it's very crucial to set your mind clearly in your trading strategy, and don't lose your emotions. Like don't keep getting hype of it. You have to be calm. You have to ready for downside of the market, and you have to take actions accordingly. So if we are talking about selling options, you can generate income, of course, in quiet markets as the markets goes down, the oil prices, as you receive their value from outside of a trade. But you have to be careful. Obviously, this is your maximum profit. You could lose far more if the market goes against you. So, of course, there are always a risk. But if you control the risk, if you grow your mind, if you learn about trading psychology and what affects the trading, and even now most of the professional traders have experiencing the same problems, but they know how to solve it. So they know when they feel, why they feel it. So they have defense mechanism according to that. But as a naive trader, as a new trader, some people don't know what they are feeling, and they don't control their attitude. So they trade emotionally and make mistakes. They don't follow the rules of the markets. Of course, you can't be right every time. If you are right every time, then you can be really rich. That's good for you. But most of the professional traders also lose money. So it's in the game. It's the rule of the game to learn from mistakes and earn more and cover your losses, and setting your losses in a according to trading, according to technical analysis, and also fundamental analysis. So don't worry about it. We will cover everything in detail in our articles, in our webinars, and also our retention managers, technical analysis, technical advisors will keep you updated for any upcoming news, any importing data. So you will know what to do when there's any uncertainty, or if you have any doubts, if you concerns about start trading, or if you want to learn more, you can ask any questions you want. You will get immediate response from our team. So let's continue with the CFDs. So again, I'm introducing new concept for you. If you know this one, that's very good. But let's cover this one for now. What are CFDs? So the question is this: a contract for difference. So CFD stands for contract for difference. So you will understand after I explain to you what does it mean contract for difference. It lets you trade with just a fraction of the value of your trade, which is known as a trading on margin. So margin, a new term, or leverage trading, another term. This allows traders to open larger positions given their initial capital. Therefore, CFD trading offers a greater exposure to global financial markets. So CFDs basically are derivative products. So derivative products, I will also explain that, allow you to trade on a price movements of the underlying asset. So basically, if it's not clear enough, I would like to explain to you like this. When you trade on stocks, when you trade on currencies, FX, you basically trading on the real actual price of it. So you will, if you buy any stock, you will actually buying the stock, and you are increasing your share in the company, etc. But in CFDs, you basically trading on differences. So it's a contract for difference. So you are it should be according to momentum of the price. So it can be downside or it can be upside, of course. So it allows you to trade on price movements of the underlying asset without buying the crude oil outright at its spot price. So the spot price is not affecting the CFD trading in oil. So you are basically trading on differences. So when you check our platform, if you sign up already, if you have a demo account, you can see, you can test how it will be. Firstly, it's better to try these trades on demo accounts. After you get familiar yourself with the new terms and new trading strategies, and if you educate yourself continuously, then you can start on the real account, and you can deposit money. And it's also good for you that in FX Centrum you can start with the low budget, and I will talk about this later. So I think everyone has an idea about CFD trading for now. As I mentioned before, you don't trade only on if the markets go up. You can also trade if the markets go down. So as a common misconception that everyone, most of the not familiar with the financial markets, thinks that you have to trade according to if the price will increase, but also you can trade and earn money if the market drops, market goes down. So it's also good for you to trade in both directions. You simply buy or sell a contract depending on whether you believe the asset's price will go up or down. So that's the basic idea. You open a long or short trade accordingly. So what is long? What is short? Long position is if you believe that prices will increase in the future, you buy for it. You can think as a buy. But it's according to perception of you of the market, and it's a perception of the market, and you believe that it will go up, so you go for the long. They say you go long. So in the short trade, it's the exactly opposite. So you believe that market go downsize, and you trade accordingly. As I mentioned, you can earn money in both directions. But after talking about the good points, there's also a bad side. But if you are careful, if you educate yourself in trading, you will not get any issue. But in leverage trading, you can amplify your wins. Leverage means, as let's give an example. If you have a $100 with the 10 multiplier, you can trade with the $100 multiplied by 10. It's a 1,000. So you can trade by 1,000. We have 1,000 leverage in our platform. So it's very good for you. And if you have $100, let's keep our example according to FX Centrum. If you have $100, and we will give you leverage of 1,000, so it means that you will have opportunity to trade with $100,000. So it will be in your pocket, like it's your pocket money, and you will trade $100, $100,000 accordingly. And if you earn, you will get according to that, and you will get benefits of leverage trading. But on the downside, you should be careful about leverage trading and margin trading, as you may call. You have to be careful about losses, because also it can amplify the losses according to leverage point of view. But I believe that after you get trainings from our technical advisors, and you will, if you educate yourself, if you learn and read, continues to improve yourself, you won't have any issues about it. So one of the most common questions that we get from our customers, that is oil trading at 24 hours a day. So compared to traditional investments, with a crude oil futures, you can trade nearly 24 hours a day during the trading week and take advantage of trading opportunities regardless of market direction. As I mentioned before, crude oil futures also provide the ability to trade with a greater leverage and allow you more efficient use of trading capital. So how can I invest in oil with little money? That's the question, right? Okay, you got the idea. You learned the basics. Now you are pumped up to you're ready to trade. You say that I don't have enough money. I'm not millionaire. How can I trade oil, right? You don't have to be millionaire. You can also start with a low budget. So we will show you everything in our platform. It will very easy for you to learn, because it's user friendly and you will grasp the most of it immediately. So several well-known oil stocks frequently trade for under $100 a share. ETFs, we can talk about it later. I'll just cover the general idea in this webinar, and we can go in depth these technical terms in other upcoming webinars. But if you have any questions, let me know, and we can create another webinar according to that. ETFs are another inexpensive way to invest in oil. ETFs trade on the exchange, and investors can buy individual shares of an ETF. Similar to stocks, many oil ETFs trade for $30 or less. So you buy contracts at a small rate at first. This gives you the right to buy oil at a lower price in the future. You can then sell it with a higher going rate on the date of your contract. So, for example, let me give you a small example, just a basic example to grasp the idea behind that. So, oil is trading for, let's say, $60, right? You believe it will trade at $100 by the end of 6 months later. So, you follow the news, you got insider info, you believe that it will be increase nearly two times by the end of 6 months later, right? After looking at available option contracts, you see that you can buy the right to get oil at 70 or the cost of $5 per contract. So this means that you will pay another investor pack $5 per contract today. So that's the good side. If it is really happens, like after 6 months, if it really, you see the $100 price, in return, you get right to purchase oil at $70 before the end of June. If oil hits your price target by this time, you will be able to buy oil at $70. So think about it. You have a very good opportunity here. At the same time, you get to sell oil at $100 a unit. So you make a $30 profit per contract. So this is huge. This is a 500% gain above your initial cost of $5 per contract. So maybe it sounds complicated to do. Maybe it's not clear for you now, but you will get used to it when you start trading. And maybe you're already trading but not on oil, but you will see how you can trade, what is contract, how you can trade on futures, how you can trade on options or CFDs. So it will be very easy for you to understand. But we are just covering now the general idea. so you can research on yourself and learn more about it. But of course, the downside, as in any trade opportunity, you have to be careful, as otherwise everyone was rich. So you did not. The downside is that you lose all of your invested money if oil does not rise to at least 100 as you expected in the amount of time in your contract. So it should be $100, and it should be in 6 months. So because you expect it to be like that. So you trade accordingly. So you have the information accordingly. So it's crucial that you're right on that. So that's it from information about oil trading. Let's talk about our platform, FX Centrum. So don't forget to check it out. The website, we are improved it. We newly designed it, and there are a lot of good news going on with that. We have competition now, so very exciting. It started on April. So you have a good opportunity here. You have a good news that you are in this webinar and you are now having this information, and you don't want to miss this opportunity. I will share some of the things about what can be how can you win the prize, what will be the prices. Let me share my screen now. So just wait a couple of seconds. All right, now can you see my screen now? Everyone can see my new screen? All right, I think it should be fun. So let me talk about our competition going on with the heavy metal competition. So here are the prices. All right, so if you win the first prize, you will get real platinum bar. So it's priced above $1,000. Sorry. So if you be the first prize, it will be platinum bar. If you go over the second prize, it will be gold bar. So it is real gold bar that you can have it in your hands, and it is cost more than it's nearly $700. So for the third prize also we have silver bar. It's price over $250. Let me also share with you the conditions of this competition, how we can win, what you have to do. So there are simple ways, 3 simple steps to win. So firstly, you need to create a trading account in our platform. It's very easy. It's very there are a few steps that you need to upload your IDs and fill out the questionnaire, and then our team members will read and open your account if it's verified, and it's really easy, and you can do it after this webinar, and you will see that if you have any questions, our team members can support you if you have any doubts or issues about how you can upload your documents, or what should you write on questionnaires, or in anything regarding to opening a trading account in our platform. You will just immediately. You will get replies immediately. So firstly, as I mentioned, 3 simple steps to win. Firstly, you create your trading account, then make your first deposit. That's the important part. You can learn, you can practice and trade on demo account, obviously, as I mentioned, to get familiar with the platform and also with the charts, graphs. But to win the prize in our competition, you have to deposit in your real accounts. So, and you need to close, as a third condition, you need to close one lot in profit of every listed instrument. So I will show it to you, the list of instruments, and you can also see in your screen. You can also check it out in later. You can, if you go to our website, fxcentrum.com, and if you choose Highway to Wealth competition section, you will see the conditions, but I will cover in this webinar also. So available instruments to trade on FX Trader, and when you get your trading account, we will give you access to FX Trader, which our developers it's developed, and you will easily. It's very user friendly. You will earn easily in that, and these are the instruments to trade in the prices: gold, silver, platinum, zinc, aluminum, copper, and nickel. So these are available instruments to trade on FX, and available instruments to trade on the FX MT5 platform. It's a MetaTrader 5 platform. There are two options. You can trade on our web trading platform, which is FXC Trader, and you have options also download the platform of MetaTrader. It's up to you. Obviously, it's if it's easy for you to trade, you can trade on the web platform, or use your PC and you can work on MT5 platform. It's up to you. But of course, there are differences to trade, as I mentioned. For the web form, you have gold, silver, platinum, zinc, aluminum, copper, nickel. But for the MT5 MetaTrader platform, you have gold to USD, gold USD, also silver to USD, PD to USD, XPT to USD, aluminum, copper, and nickel. So basically, most of them are same, but in the MetaTrader platform, for the gold trades, you have to choose as a XAU USD. So it's an acronym for the gold. So the XAG is the acronym for silver. So it's basically the same, but there's a different representation. So for platinum, you have XPD USD. So you can also see the two currencies that you're trading. First one, the base currency. Second one is the that you trade for USD only. So you can also read the terms and conditions here. And if you click on join competition, you can join immediately. As I mentioned, you need to open a trade account. You need to trade, make your first deposit, and you need to close one lot in profit in every listed instrument. So don't forget this. Don't lose this opportunity. And even if you didn't win, if you hear the news and take action immediately, if you are action takers, first 20 people that took action and joined our competition will also win $100 of credit transferred to your trading account. So how does that sound? What do you think? Tell me in the chat. Are you excited about this? What do you think? Do you wanna start immediately? You can't wait the end of the webinar? What do you think? So, and the last one I would like to share about our Facebook page. You can check it out about news. Let me give me a second. I will share it. Okay, you will see in a second. Just a minute. All right, all right. Bear with me. Okay, now you can see. I think. Let me see the chat. Is everything is okay? Okay, I can see the excited. Everyone is happy with the competition. All right, fantastic. Good, good. All right. So for the final part, I would like to talk about introduce our Facebook page, and as you can see, you can get information about our platform, about our articles that we share, about the contents that we share on website, about upcoming webinars and trading ideas, trading news. Um, so you will see content here, and also you will see that we are sharing market commentary from our senior technical advisor. He shares every day market commentary freely, even if you not our customer yet. If you are not joined the club, we are sharing everything freely for you. But after you get your you open your trade account and you make your deposit, and if you trade in a consistent basis, special technical advisor will assign to your account to yourself, and you will have direct contact with him, and he will share his thoughts and daily about markets. You can ask any questions about trading or finance in general. So you get real value out of it. And you can see our trading platform. We are recording short videos for introduction, for basic overview of the steps that you need to take. But if you get if you start on demo account, maybe you will get familiar yourself with the platform. Then you can continue with the real accounts. But for the competition, you have to be hurry up for the deposit. Don't forget that. You don't want to miss that opportunity also. And yeah, don't forget to check it out, our Facebook page. You will see we share a lot of content lately, and you will get the news every day. It will be updated, so you can see the for the 7th of April, 6th of April, market analysis, market commentary, and yeah, that's it from my side. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions. Also, we can talk about these questions, the answers in the next webinars. So I hope you enjoyed. I think we covered the most of the terms and ideas about oil trading, and also you get the idea about trading on FX Centrum. I think, yeah, I think it will be good for trading, where you will learn and grow yourself in trading, and you can ask any questions. Yeah, we'll get response immediately. So that's it for today. Thank you for joining. Bye for now.